We are live on Facebook, gang. And today we're not going to be talking to another client or coach on the program. Today we're going to be talking about stress. My hair stressed me out. I need a cut. But here's the thing. We're going to look at it in terms of how can we not eliminate stress from our lives, because guess what? We can't. Stress is always going to be there. Something is always going to be there. That's just the way it is. But here's the thing. If we let it affect us, if we allow it into our day, if we absorb it 24/7 and we dwell in it, then it can have serious implications. So let's talk about a few things. One of the things I learned about stress during the journey that we had when we were doing our weight loss phase, and even ongoing now. I mean, here I am 4 years later, having gained a pound back, and my stress levels are probably so low right now that people just look at me and go, "What's wrong with you? You don't seem upset about anything." And that's fine with me, because guess what? I'm happy. I'm happy. Are bad things happening? According to my Facebook feed and according to what I read when I do check on the news, there's a key for you right there. Yeah, bad things are happening. Can I control those things? Can I make the storms go away that are hitting all my friends and family right now in Pennsylvania, New Jersey? My friends in Louisiana the other day, Mississippi, everybody through North Carolina and all the states in between that got all the rain. Can I fix that for them? Can I stop that from happening? No. So I guess the first tip I'm going to give you is, if you can't control it, don't let it become a stress point for you. Because if you do, it will never go away. You will have that stress on you forever, because you never got control of that situation. So there's the first tip. We can't control everything. What we can control is ourselves. You and I, we're in charge of us. Some people call it personal responsibility. People call it responsibilities. Some people call it discipline. Some people call it willpower, whatever. Whatever you want to call it. But controlling us and how we deal with things is the key to not having a lot of stress in your life. Things are going to happen. Your boss is going to call you in the office. How do you know why he's calling you in the office? You don't, till he tells you why, right? So we begin to lose control when we tell ourselves all these stories about what's going on in our life right now. So one of the things that we get taught, even about how we eat, and it rolls over into every part of my life, is something called stop, challenge, choose. Stop, challenge, and then choose. And it's so simple, it's crazy, right? Stop yourself. Is this thought, is this action, is me going down this path benefiting me or hurting me? Choose. You don't have to go down that path. You don't have to do that action. You have choices. Sometimes at work you don't. We know that. But, and even there, you kind of do, because you know what? Jim Rome probably said it the best. You're not a tree. You don't have roots. Move. And I used to say this to people all the time when they complained about when I worked in retail. If you don't like where you are, leave. It's a hard thing to say to people because this is their livelihood. But the reality is that if they're not happy where they're at, are they going to be a better performer? Are they going to be one of the best employees ever? No. So go make yourself happy. Go find something that makes you happy and go do it. If this isn't it, okay, there's a stop challenge. Choose right there, guys. Am I happy in my job? Is there something else I can do that will make me happier? Can I do it? Stop challenge, choose, guys, right there. That's every decision in life. But a lot of times we leave out the stop part, or we leave out the stop and the challenge part. We just choose something because we have to. No, you don't. You are in control. So that's the first way of coping. Now, that being said, like I said earlier, there's always going to be stress in your life. I'm sitting here looking at this beautiful sunset again. Guys, sorry. It's that time of day. You're believing this is like, every day it's coming shorter, so I'm getting to see it earlier and earlier. It's pretty cool. I can close these blinds shortly. That's one of the things you can do to de-stress right there, fellas and ladies. Right there. Okay? Get up. Well, you can't up in Pennsylvania and New Jersey right now because you're getting poured rain on. But go look at your sunset. Go spend some time looking. 5 minutes. How long does it take for a sunset? It doesn't take 2 hours for a sun to set. It takes 5 to 10 minutes for the sun to go over the horizon. Go out and watch it. Marvel in that. Because it's going to happen every day, but it's going to be different every day. Take a walk in the woods. You'd be surprised how de-stressing that can be. Just being out there in nature and just walking around and not having to worry about anything except where you're going. It's wonderful. It helps a lot. Right? Exercise. Exercise is huge. Exercise. I probably de-stress more when I go out for my 3-mile paddle Monday, Wednesday, and Friday than any other time of the day because it's just me, that paddle, that kayak, and whatever waves are on that lake. And we're battling. And I'm battling to go as fast as I can, and it's trying to say, oh, no, you won't. Here comes another wave. Here comes the wind. Here comes whatever to try to keep me from getting to where I want to go. But that's not stressful for me. That's stress relieving because I'm pushing myself and my body, and it gives me those endorphins that make me feel good at the end of it. Most times stress is caused by what's called cortisol. I don't know if you know what it is. Some people do, some people don't. It's a new thing that everybody's talking about now, the cortisol and the adrenaline. It's the fight or flight, guys, fight or flight. So when something bad or what we perceive to be bad is happening, because there are no more saber-toothed tigers out there, guys. Sorry to tell you. There might be real tigers out in Africa and some other places, but they're not here. So most of the things that are going to kill you here, you don't run into. Between the time you get up in the morning, you get to the office, you do your job, you go to the store, you get home, you're not going to run into too many things that are going to kill you. So it may be a car, which you're never going to know anyway. So think about that for a second. We tell ourselves all these things. It's never the end of the world. Never the end of the world. Something bad happens, not the end of the world. It's the end of that moment in your life. There's no doubt about that. If we let it be the end of the world for us, what happens? Our stress level goes up. We continue being angry or whatever we are, hurt, angry, aggrieved, whatever. We live in that moment, not in the moment we're in now. Not in the moment. And that is actually a stressful time for you. because you're denying yourself the growth and the movement you need to get to where you need to be in life. I wrote a morning journal the other day about use it or lose it. Use it or lose it. And it's true. If I found that out, but here's the thing, you can get it back. And that's what I want to say here, is because I read somewhere that after the age of whatever, you start losing muscle mass. Well, I'm here to tell you that probably very shortly I'm going to prove that wrong. I'm 62 years old. I've never had a bicep. Never had a bicep. I had some decent triceps in my youth, but I never had a bicep. Every day I'm working on my arms. I'm working on my legs. I'm working on my core. I'm working on myself. And every day I feel less and less stress. I feel less and less everything. And I'm growing. That's the weird part. I'm supposed to be getting smaller according to whatever these people are who say you lose muscle mass, but I'm not. So I'm getting stronger. I have less stress in my life. I'm not carrying around the extra pounds. My diabetes is almost completely under control because I eat right and I exercise. The two things that doctors tell us day in and day out that we need to do to control our numbers. Now, that being said, we have a program and we have a plan. Our program is a lifelong transformation where you learn how to eat. And we have a plan to help you lose weight if you need it. I did the plan for 4 months and lost 52 pounds. Oh, you know what that requires? Since I said that, hold on. I got to do it, guys. Sorry. I said it. I got to put it up there. We can help you get that mindset right because so many people lose weight and then they put it right back on again and more. That's part of the stress of life because when we're carrying around those extra pounds, our doctor, our family, everybody's telling us, you need to lose weight, you need to lose weight, you need to lose weight. True? True. So here's the thing. We feel pressure. We feel stress. Fight or flight kicks in. What do I do? What do I do? All right. I'll do some diet. So we do a diet. My friend did dirty keto. I'll do that. They said it worked pretty good for them. Not realizing that your friend lost 20 pounds 5 years ago, put 30 back on. Think about that. Before you say, I'm going to go do this diet. Because guess what? You're going to lose the weight. All that stress is going to go away. And you're going to go right back to who you were before. And that's not to say it's a bad thing. It's just what happens. And if you eat the way you always ate, you'll put the weight back on. So we have an entire system in place to show you how much and when to eat, and how to it works. 4 years, guys. And look how stress-free I am. You can be this way. We can show you. That's what we're here for. That's why we do all of this. We don't want to show you what we did. I don't need to show you what I did. I didn't do it for you. Here's the other key. Everybody's doing things for themselves, not for you. That'll save you a lot of stress right there. Nobody cares. When you start thinking everybody else cares, you're going to create stress because you'll expect something from them. And when it doesn't happen, oh, they didn't do it. Oh, well, not your problem, their problem, right? Do what you need to do for you. And I tell people all this all the time, and it sounds really mean, all right? It's going to sound really mean because I'm going to say it the way I mean it. I didn't start this program for Joan. There it is. I did not start this program for Joan. I never once, when I started thinking about doing this program, said, I have to do this because Joan wants me to do it. I have to do it because Joan did this or Joan said that. I said, I'm on 8 medications a day. I weigh 200 pounds. My stomach looks like I have a basketball or a beach ball in it. And I'm unhealthy as hell. And I drink too much. How can I fix it? Joan already had the answer. So I went to Joan and I said, all right, what do I got to do? Here you go. Do this. I did it. I lost the weight. Kept it off. Because then I said, all right, I lost weight. Now what do I do? Do this. Okay. All right. Now I'm doing that. What else do I need to do? Well, start doing that. All right. So when we reach a goal, it's not a goal. It's a mile marker. I have a good friend, Mark, who will tell you that. Every year he sets new goals for himself. Every year he sets new goals for himself because what he did last year was last year. Time for new goals. And that's where I go. Like when I go out there and I row, when I started rowing, I was at 26 minutes a mile. Or, I'm sorry, 26 minutes a mile. First couple times out, I was like, but I said to myself, you know what? I can get better at this. I started in April at 26 minutes a mile. It's now August, the end of August. I'm done for the month. And my average time for August was 17 minutes, 48 seconds a mile. I'm not telling you this so you can tell me you're proud of me. I'm telling you this to tell you that you can do it. And bear in mind, I got 2 stents in my heart. I should be the guy sitting on the couch with the remote control in my hand watching TV saying, I can't do anything. I can do anything. I can do anything. And you can too. And that's what I'm trying to impart to you. Don't be afraid to try it. You'll be amazed. And the stress of all those things that are adding up, because guess what? All of that adds up to stress too. It starts feeling better. You start feeling better. You start being happier. Your life gets easier. But don't ask for it to be easier. Just, I make it harder on purpose. All right, I got to go. We got to make some phone calls here. So I just wanted to jump in and share some of that stress stuff. Oh, by the way, take a walk. Cook a nice dinner, healthy dinner. Eat a healthy meal. That'll make you feel better right there because now you're not eating all that crap. All these things will contribute. I did, matter of fact, if you go to my Facebook story today and scroll through, there's quite a few tips you can use. All right? So guys, have a great day. Sorry I stayed on so long, but I got passionate there. All right. Love yous. I'll talk to you later.